Today is a sad day to be a film fan because we just found out that one of the great actors has passed away at the age of 95, and that is Gene Hackman. And Gene Hackman died along with his wife, resting in their beds from the police report from the article I read from Variety that there was no sound foul play, so it kind of sounds like they both passed away in their beds hours apart. So, and she died at the age of 63. Now, when it comes to any actor's death, it is time to celebrate, but it's also a time to go, shit, damn, it sucks. We now live in a world where that person isn't around anymore, or we can't get anything new from them anymore. I think as film fans, there's a little bit of selfishness, a little bit where we don't, we love this person so much work, and we would love to see that keep working forever, but forever isn't a thing. So when they pass away, it's like, damn it, we can't get a new thing, even though he hasn't worked since 2004. So he hasn't done anything. He retired back in 2004, 2005. So, but he has a remarkable resume, because here's the thing about his resume. Looking through his resume, is that he was able to blend into pretty much any genre. Sometimes playing the same character. And I'm not talking about sequel-wise, but I'm talking about, same type of role. Because a film like Unforgiven, which is a more serious film, a more darker film, all that. And then you get a film like Quick of the Dead, which is, let's say, more crowd-pleasing. It's the same way me directed films, so more crowd pleasing. But he plays the same type of character. He plays the sheriff who's corrupt, who was part of an old evil gang, and he's still acting his ways, and he's like, this is my town and all that. He's playing the same type of role, but he's able to do it so seamlessly, and that he was able to do that. And actually, he's you can tell he's one of those actors who basically would say, give me a good script. Give me a good character. Let me look at the cast. Let me have a look at the script. Who's the director? You can tell he couldn't care about the genre. He cared about if this movie would be good or not. So, because his, genres is up and down. He would do comedies, he would do action, he would do hardcore dramas, he would do this and that. So it shows how heavy his films are. Let's go through his biography. I'm not going to name all of them, but let's list some of them. He did Bonnie and Clyde. He did a film, a version of Bonnie and Clyde. He did the French Connection 1 and 2. Didn't realize there was a second French Connection, but anyway. Young Frankenstein. Of course, he was Lex Luthor. He was Lex Luthor in the original Superman movies, starring Christopher Reeve, which at the time was probably a massive deal that they got him to be in the movie, along with Marlon Brando. Because at the time, now it's kind of given to get high level big name actors to be in these comic book movies, but at the time it was risky, and probably having his name attached to it and showing the trailers and showing in the posters and all that kind of stuff, that it would add credibility. Along with Brando, add credibility to go saying wait, Hackman's in a Superman movie? Okay, that has to be along with Brando. It's that has to be more to it. Seriously, if you watch the credits, Chris Reeve's name shows up. The actor who plays the title character is the third name. So you can kind of tell that there was a little bit let's show people, hey, there's more to this. There's more than, maybe there's more than what people think a Superman movie would be like. Anyway, but of course he did Superman 1, he did Superman 2, he did Superman 4, but, let's not talk about Nuclear Man. And that, he did... He did Mississippi Burning. He did Crimson Tide, Unforgiven, Quick and Dead, as I mentioned. The Firm. He also did a movie called let me find this movie. Trying to find what's the film with the he did a movie with can't find it with the the Chamber. That's what it was. The Chamber, the one he did with Chris O'Donnell. Get Shorty, Crimson Tide, The Birdcage, Absolute Power. He did a voice in Ants. The I think it's the first ever DreamWorks film, Ants. He did a voice of that as a general. Enemy of the State with Will Smith. Enemy of the State. Behind Enemy Lines. The Heartbreakers. I'm trying to think of any other. One Way Jury, and his last film was Welcome to Moose Point, which was a comedy, and it kind of does show like the whole his biography. You know, as I said, goofy comedies to like films that were aimed for a more aimed for family kids and adults, like like Superman, or anime films or hardcore dramas. He was able to kind of blend into kind of like a comedian and able to blend all into one into one powerful performance. Even if it's like Quicker Than Dead, it's like somehow he's in that film Quicker Than Dead, he's along. Also in that film is a young Russell Crowe, Sarah Stone, and a young Leo DiCaprio, and he's probably the best part of that movie. So it kind of shows how he would just blend and probably become the best part of that movie. I think even Unforgiven, like the Clinks was in it, and Morgan Freeman's in it, but he was probably the most Wish's Harris was in it for in that film. So but everyone remembers him. So he always became the best part of the movie, or at least his performance would probably stole the screen. But anyway, to quote a character, it said that one of the greatest of our time, as Lex Luthor would say in those films, has passed away. Comment below. Let me know your favorite Gene Hackman movies. Let me know your thoughts at the comments below.